Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. Hope you're all doing well, and in this video we are going to be discussing a number of upcoming Star Wars movie theatrical release dates that have now been recently confirmed by Lucasfilm or by Disney themselves. We of course are going to go ahead, we're going to hop right on into it and break it all down for you guys right now. Before we do though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumor series, and breakdowns here on the channel. So if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. We also have The Bad Batch Season 3 that is actually coming out with its first 3 episodes tomorrow at the time of recording and publishing this video. In this video, we are going to be taking a read from the Direct's article. I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. Disney and Lucasfilm have confirmed the release dates for the next 3 Star Wars movies. Who remembers when the next Star Wars movie after The Rise of Skywalker was meant to be the first in a new trilogy from the Game of Thrones creators David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, and that was set to release in 2022. Of course, there's been many different projects, movies really, theatrical releases, that have been up and down in the last 5 years since The Rise of Skywalker. But now it seems that Lucasfilm is coming to their senses and is really beginning to settle in and solidify some of those release dates and some of those projects to really get them off of the ground and really get the ball rolling. Disney and Lucasfilm have been on a bit of a roller coaster since then in a struggle to get Star Wars back into theaters, having parted ways with countless creatives, directors, writers, and has cancelled several projects with no new movie in sight or any explanation for half of those projects being kind of pushed under the rug. So now, looking to the future, it does look most definitely quite bright for what Lucasfilm does have in the future. It definitely seems a lot more likely that these projects are actually going to be able to get off the ground, get the ball rolling, and actually see the light of day. So, 3 new Star Wars movies, what are they and when are they coming? In June of last year, 2023, in the early days of the Hollywood writers' strike before SAG-AFTRA strike, and long before it became clear just how drastically the 2 labor disputes would impact Hollywood, Lucasfilm had announced dates for 3 new Star Wars movies. This came after the studio had revealed 3 new movies at Star Wars Celebration last year of 2023 from directors Sharmeen Obaid-Chinoy, Dave Filoni, and James Mangold, leaving fans to assume each would grab one of those dates. But Lucasfilm threw a bit of a curveball into the mix in January of this year, just a couple of weeks ago, in the announcing the Mandalorian and Grogu movie as a big screen offshoot of the Disney hit series, set to begin filming this year and head up for a new era of Star Wars movies, coming from Jon Favreau as the writer and the director, as it was said that this movie is going to be fast-tracked essentially to be the first movie to hit theaters before any of the other 3 movies, such as the Rey Skywalker movie, the Thrawn movie, or the Dawn of the Jedi movie. With the 2 Hollywood strikes now ended and concluded, coming to a resolution, Disney has updated its upcoming theatrical schedule, specifically for Star Wars over Fandango, Eric Davis, and held on the same 3 dates for those Star Wars movies, indicating that they remain on track despite the strikes actually. But with 4 movies announced and only 3 release dates currently on the table for the upcoming years after the once planned December of 2025 date has now seemingly been scrapped from the schedule last year, which will release when. As of now, Lucasfilm has yet to confirm which of the 4 announced movies will grab each date specifically, but we can most certainly speculate on base of what we've been hearing from rumors and everything in between. However, based off of those past comments, reports, and production updates as well, the Direct themselves has some prediction. In May 22nd of 2026, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie is set to hit its theaters and release. Lucasfilm dropped a bombshell of an announcement in January already after announcing The Mandalorian and Grogu as a feature film tied to the Mandalorian Disney Plus show, of course, from the director Jon Favreau, also as a writer for the movie, and that will be the next Star Wars movie to release. Upon announcing The Mandalorian and Grogu movie, Lucasfilm also confirmed plans to go into production this year, 2024, under Jon Favreau and producers Kathleen Kennedy and Dave Filoni, but no official release date was listed originally alongside it. It was also recently revealed from a quarterly earnings call, the latest one from Disney, had reaffirmed that The Mandalorian and Grogu movie will headline the next theatrical slate after starting filming in this year, making it a safe bet to grab that May 22nd of 2026 date. Outside of that, we're going to be getting 2 Star Wars movies in 1 year. The next release date that's open is December 18th of 2026, and that there is said to be the Rey's New Jedi Order movie, which makes a ton of sense. Before the news of the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, the untitled movie from Oscar winner Sharmino Bit-Chinoy was expected to be the next Star Wars movie. However, the blockbuster will take place after the Skywalker saga, roughly 15 years, as Daisy Ridley's character of Rey Skywalker returns and attempts to rebuild the Jedi Order. Peaky Blinders writer Stephen Knight was brought into the project in March of 2023 after the original writers Damon Lindelof and Justin Brett Gibson had departed, or were asked to leave. There's a bit of controversy and a lot of drama going on with that, although it's a bit unclear where the development on the New Jedi Order movie sits as of now. Officially, from what we have heard from past rumors, it's noted that they're turning in those final drafts of the script and going over the final pre-production kind of things to really finalize the script and finalize pre-production for the Rey Skywalker movie. It's also said that it's going to start its production in April, possibly, of 2024, although the Hollywood strikes could have pushed this back even if it was accurate. Regardless, the Daisy Ridley-led epic movie looks to be the furthest along the 3 announced movies at Star Wars Celebration last year, and as such appears most likely to grab the December 18th of 2026 date if all goes planned. So outside of the year of 2026 and into the new year of December 17th, 2027, with a release date for Disney setting that aside, would be the Mandoverse crossover or the Dawn of the Jedi movie. It's one of the two, but I think that's more than likely going to be the Thrawn Mandoverse crossover movie by Dave Filoni that was also announced and confirmed at Star Wars Celebration last year. This is where things do get a bit complicated, because Lucasfilm has already announced that 2 more Star Wars movies, but only one has a release date, December 17th of 2027. The first is a Mandoverse crossover directed by Dave Filoni that will close out the interconnected storylines to a point, acting as almost like this Avengers movie to the Mandoverse, by which, if you are a Marvel fan, we have our Marvel channel linked in the description down below. Being told in the New Republic era on Disney Plus, a part of the Mandoverse, the second comes from Logan director James Mangold and will explore the birth of the Force, the dawn of the Jedi essentially, in the creation of the first Jedi and the Jedi Order, set nearly 25,000 years before the events of the Phantom Menace or the Skywalker saga. So recently, speaking with Collider.com in April of last year, James Mangold confirmed that he was writing Swamp Thing for the DCU with James Gunn much rather, and that Dawn of the Jedi movie for Star Wars, but he was uncertain if that was going to come first or after he was done taking on the Swamp Thing movie with James Gunn. He said that, in quote, "The truth is that I'm writing both right now, Star Wars and DC, so who knows what's going to happen and what's going to blossom first or second." Ending that quote right there, very straightforward on kind of how that works essentially. On the forefront of the Mandoverse crossover, the Dave Filoni Thrawn movie is currently working on Disney Plus's Ahsoka Season 2 as well, and will be assisting with more projects outside of that, including, as I had mentioned, the Mandalorian and Grogu movie. But as of now, the Mandoverse is showing no signs of slowing down, and that there are seemingly plenty still stories to tell before its big grand finale on screen. As such, comparing the current status of 2 projects, Mangold's Dawn of the Jedi appears more likely to hit theaters in December of 2027, but this very much could go either way, depending on many factors, and one of these dates or movies could even find itself scrapped altogether based on Lucasfilm's unfortunate history with theatrical releases. This year all being said, guys, out of the all many different Star Wars movies that we've announced or kind of talked about in today's video, let me know what you guys are all looking forward to most in the comment section down below. I would love to hear all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been an official Star Wars. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.